All right, hi guys. Happy Wednesday morning. I usually don't do a midweek video, but the dog woke me up early, so I thought I needed to get a few more Christmas cards made and sent out. So if you're not on, you haven't contacted me to get a Christmas card for you this year, consider this your Christmas card, unless you send me your address and then I will send you one. But I'm going to show you how to prepare the background for this. Now this is just a standard layered card, so this is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So then this would be 4 by 5 1/4, and then this would be 3 3/4 by 5. And then this is the same, except across the when we cut it down, this is the strip that's left over, so that was just used to layer on top of another piece of Blackberry Bliss paper. And as you can see, just like a layered look, but not so thick that you have to pay extra for mailing it. So the colors we're going to use on that are Real Red, Shaded Spruce. You know what? Maybe I'll go with Garden Green. Let me grab that from here. We'll see. We'll see which one we like better. If we like the Shaded Spruce or the Garden Green. Mary Merlot, Blackberry Bliss, and then Seaside Spray. Okay, so you're going to take your regular 8 1/2 by 11, and you're going to go ahead and have a piercing mat underneath, because this is photopolymer, as you can see. And we're not going to use any of the dyes today, just because. So I'm going to put two side by side, because this is a 8 1/2 by 11, and we're using Poinsettia Petals, which has the matching dies, but we're not going to use the dies today. Okay, so and we're not going to use any of these pieces that you could layer with. We're just going to go simple today. So we're going to be using this one right here. Okay, so we'll be using that. We're going to be using the little dots. So let's take these off. So we're going to be using the dots. We're going to be using the big poinsettia. I'm going to be using the leaves and the inside of the leaf. Yeah, I don't think I've used any others. Let me see. No, because these are the two parts to make it. This is the sprig. These are the other two parts that when you turn them will make one. And that's a smaller leaf. I like the bigger leaf. Okay. Let's set that aside. So here we go. I'm going to put the leaf on both sides of that block. I'm going to, let me see, put that on that block, and then Poinsettia on that block. Okay, so this one we're going to be using both the Real Red and the Mary Merlot. So I'm going to get my chamois, because we'll have to clean in between. Okay, so let's go ahead. And of course, I always do the concept of threes. I try to do threes in the groupings, just because it's more pleasing to the eye. All right, so I like to start off the page. Remember, we're going to be cutting these, so it won't look quite as symmetrical. Let's go ahead and get some in the center. Here. All right. So that's going to be it for the Mary Merlot. Oh, make sure that closes right. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and clean off my stamp. With the chamois. And you never have to worry when it looks like that. it's still cleaning, and that ink's not going to come up from there. So don't worry that you think it's going to transfer on. Oh, that was a horrible noise. Now we're going with the real red. And we're going to come in and kind of fill up some of those empty spaces. And see, I'll probably have to put a leaf there because it looks like I have too much of a, let's see if we're cutting though. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put mostly in there. I feel like I need another one there, but that's going to be too many reds in a row, but let's just do it. We'll have a plethora of poinsettias. It'll look more like it's a designer paper than like this one where it's kind of all spread out. All right. So that's it for the poinsettia. Let's come in and we're going to do I think we're going to do the garden green for the inside and then the shaded spruce for the outside. So this is going to be a little bit of a space filler, as you can see. As you notice, I'm kind of turning it in different directions just so they aren't all going the same direction. That was a little bit of a misstamp there, but you know what? That's probably it. I'll put one little one there. That'll be it for the outlines. Now we're going to go ahead and go in on the insides, the other side of that stamp. So now we're going to go to the solid. Oh, and I'm going to take this off. Let me go like that. Let me take this off just so it's a little easier to see when we fill these in. I don't think that's the right one. Hang on. Is that the right one? Let me double check real quick to see the other one. Oh yeah, that one's way too small. So that's the right one. Just looks a little less full. Yeah, see, that doesn't look right at all, but we're going with it. Oh, I guess it is right. Look. Okay. Okay, trying to see if I got them all. All right, looks pretty good there. Let me close that. All right, now coming in with the Blackberry Bliss and these dots. And this, oh, let me cover up that edge I had got there. And this is just covering in any of those little white spots. Or at least the bigger empty spaces. Okay. Let's put one there. Feel like I need one there. And maybe one there. Okay. And now the final filling in piece, and I don't think I brought it out yet. Let me grab it from that. Is the little the space filler. The space filler is, let's see, oh, here it is. See this little tiny, this is like the little dots. It's supposed to be for the middle of the poinsettia, but I like using it just to fill in the remaining white space. And on this one, I think I might have used maybe a background from another stamp set, but we'll see how this one looks. Yeah, I don't like it as much as the other one, but we'll go with it. Just because we want to get rid of some of that white. And I'm not going to search to see what dot that was. It was probably from the snowflake set, because I used that background a lot. But we'll just go ahead and use this as the background, even though this is supposed to be the little holly berries for inside the poinsettias. It's just going to take up some of that white space. All right. See, this is where I overthink it and start getting way too many. All right. So then I'm going to go get my trimmer. Hang on, it's over here on the other side of the craft room. But let me get these stamp pads before they fall down. All right. And so, since this will be the layered part, this is going to be 4 inches. And then another 4 inches. And then see, this is that piece I was telling you about, the strip across. And I usually do that in half again. Sorry, my stamp pads are going to fall. So let me go ahead and do that in half again. Alright, so there you see. There's your 2 strips. And then, of course, these are going to be 5 1/4. And this is if you're going to put it on a dark cardstock base as a first layer. If you're going to do it as a triple layer, you're going to trip off another 4th. Alright guys, so that's how you're going to construct that card then. Take your layers in, layer on your cardstock, put your strips on, and it's all good. Thanks a lot, and have a great Wednesday.